Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools invites you to the graduation ceremony. North Mecklenburg High School, Class of 2020.
Good morning, Viking families, faculty, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2020. This is not how any of us anticipated celebrating this milestone, but one thing is for certain: no one will forget our graduation. Let this graduation speak as a testament to the strength and resilience of each and every one of you. For even in these extreme times, we find a way to come together and move forward. With that being said, we are happy to welcome back Principal Emeritus Ms. Amy Dellinger, and are pleased to introduce our new principal, Ms. Stephanie Hood. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm Michael Lozada, one of your salutatorians. That means that I have the honor of delivering a 90-second speech that no one will remember after today, but still captures all of our triumphs, dreams, and aspirations for the future. No problem. Seriously though, all jokes aside, we are all going through a period of extreme turmoil. We are celebrating a happy accomplishment in the midst of a global pandemic. It's a strange time, and for some of it, it's a really sad time. My grandfather passed away of COVID-19 in April. Maybe that is why my feelings about graduation are kind of muted, but I also think it's because I'm aware that graduation is not the end, but rather the beginning. Despite everything, the fact is that the rest of our life begins now. We are all making decisions that will impact our future. But if there's one thing I figured out during quarantine, it's that we can't wait to start doing the things that matter to us. I've always wanted to learn to draw, and so with all this downtime, I started drawing. My first piece was complete garbage. It hurt to look at. Of course, failure is a necessary step to success, but at that moment, all I could see and feel was my own inadequacy. There's a line I heard once in a show: "You are too young to be worried about failure." Yes, failure hurts and doesn't feel good, but we have to remember that we're still young. We have a life full of failures and mistakes, but also successes and surprises ahead of us. Now is our time to try something new, take a risk, mess up and start over, or go in a new direction.
Class of 2020, don't forget how you made North home. Although the building is old and there only ever seemed to be one bathroom stall that worked, even though everyone had that class that was boiling or freezing, we learned anyways. We had amazing teachers and made lifelong friends. Don't forget how something that was never flashy or new became so meaningful for us. There's a lesson there. North gave us so much. We entered as children and we left as adults. Class of 2020, don't let this time go to waste. Don't look back on your life and regret that you didn't do more with your youth. Find the things in your life that are worthwhile and put your all into them. Never again in our lives will we have so much free time to work on ourselves and grow closer with the ones we love. Take note of the people in your life that you appreciate and let them know. Class of 2020, I know this isn't how we imagined celebrating our accomplishment, but make the most out of it. You should be just as proud of all that you have done and where you are going. Our class will not be the one who had their senior year ruined by the pandemic. We're the class that was thrown off course, but endured and did great things nonetheless. And for all the things we missed, I'm sorry, but try to think of those moments we did have together. Those unexpected perfect days at school, the ones filled with laughter and friendship, of learning and realization, those ones where you challenged yourself and then saw that it was all worth it. Those amazing moments that made you think, this would only happen at North.
Before I start, I want to first thank and acknowledge those who have supported me and others throughout these past 4 years. Thank you to all the teachers who constantly challenged us, inspired us, guided us, and lifted us up in times where we did not think it was possible. Thank you to my family who has motivated and instilled in me the value of hard work from a young age. Lastly, I want to thank my friends, those that are with us and no longer with us, for being there these past 4 years. There's no one else I wanted to experience high school with. We're told that time passes us by, that we can blink 1 minute and the next it seems like our life has passed. But we never believe them. Yet we find ourselves in situations like the ones that we are in today. It feels like almost yesterday, we were stepping foot on North's campus for the first time, unsure of what was to come. From that day on, we formed bonds with one another, created memories, and learned from each other. We found ourselves here, and no matter the stress, difficulty, or frustration, this school has allowed us to become the people we are today. There is sadness in leaving North Mech, letting go of what has become our normal lives. We're leaving behind friends that we've known from a young age, our homes, our sense of comfort, and it's scary. It's scary not knowing where our lives will take us or the people that we will become. However, we must always remember that we are part of a community. We must remember that we have people behind us that will always support us no matter what. There have been many things that I have learned these past 4 years. One of the things I have come to learn is how we should define success. I found that we inspect our own shortcomings and failures to minimize the accomplishments we've made or diminish ourselves by comparing ourselves to one another in some way. Class of 2020, I want you to know that you have to be your biggest supporter. To truly be successful in our futures, we have to find in ourselves what we are proud of and grow upon it. We are going to face so many challenges in the future. We are going to lose faith in ourselves and others. We are going to question whether or not we can overcome obstacles. But the only thing we can do is move through it like we have done before, because that's what being successful is like. Class of 2020, we have found our success and we've become a part of a community larger than ourselves. We've doubted what we'd amount to and questioned our accomplishments, but today is something no one can ever take away from us. You have worked, you have stressed, and most importantly, you have persevered. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Good afternoon and welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony for the North Mecklenburg High School class of 2020. It's a true honor to stand before one of the strongest, most resilient and compassionate classes to ever receive a North Mecklenburg diploma. After waiting many years to proudly walk across the stage with your classmates, family, and friends cheering you on, I am most certain this is not the graduation or senior experience you always dreamed of having. The North Mecklenburg class of 2020 will certainly be remembered for your perseverance and resilience during this global pandemic. The class has had to overcome so many obstacles and adapt to adverse situations throughout your high school journey. Change is inevitable in education, but how could we have predicted the class of 2020 would encounter so much change in 4 short years? From the tragic loss of a deeply beloved classmate to the leadership of 4 different principals. You were stripped of so many senior opportunities and experiences the last few months of high school, from the prom, spring athletics, senior week, graduation parties, and even simple things like sitting with your friends at lunch and saying your final goodbyes at the end of the year. And while the loss of the events can be devastating to you as a senior, they do not define who you are, what you have accomplished, or who you strive to become. In 3 short months, the world as we know it has changed completely. Even though we're all dealing with a new normal and a great deal of future uncertainty, you have already demonstrated the ability to rise up in the face of adversity. The challenges we're facing as individuals, families, a school community, and throughout the world have helped put our virtual graduation ceremony into perspective. It's been said on many occasions, it's not how you start that people remember, it is how strong you finish. Class of 2020, this is clearly a sign that you were built to break the traditional mold, and you will do great things as a result. In the future, your path may not always be easy, but your perseverance will be well worth the results, evidenced by a few of your outstanding achievements. As a class, you have received close to $7 million in scholarship funds. 90% of the class has been accepted into a 2- or 4-year college or university, or chosen the military. Class of 2020 has 52 North Carolina scholars and 32 CMS scholars. 37 students will receive an IB diploma and 21 seniors will graduate from the World Language Academy Magnet. From the fall and winter sports seasons, the class of 2020 has 61 scholar athletes, 6 all-conference, 1 conference player of the year, 1 all-state player of the year, and the men's basketball team went on to become the North Carolina 4A state champions and finished #1 in North Carolina. North Meck is a unique and remarkable school with rich tradition in this community. And over the past 4 years, the staff have been committed to your success. You have been fortunate to receive an outstanding education from an amazing group of teachers and coaches. And I would like to give a very sincere and special thank you to our faculty and staff for their incredible work this year in the midst of some very challenging times. And to senior parents and extended family. Without your support, pushing and yes, sometimes pulling, this day may not have come. Please take this opportunity to celebrate the moment because your influence and support has never been greater than at the present. And in closing, I will leave you with a familiar quote from the character Andy Bernard and from a very special one of our own that I hope will resonate in this time of uncertainty, cultivate perspective, and encourage a deeper appreciation for past relationships and friendships each of you have encountered. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you actually left them. Class of 2020, you are a part of a select team, a part of history, a part of tradition. You are now an official member of the North Meck Viking alumni family. Seniors, you have finished strong. You are ready to go out into the world and make your mark. The North Mecklenburg High School family wish each of you good luck and Godspeed.
And now, join us in recognition of the senior class of North Mecklenburg High School.
Angel Lee Abraham. Fadawi Deborah Adake. Alvin Niajan Teti. Richmond Afri. Augustine Chukwa Agunobi. Christian Lee Ackerberg. Bria Cersei Alexander. Cindy Jael Alfaro. Ijoma Cynthia Alozi. Hannah Alvarado. Dareen Amin. Kelvin Amoa. Katie Elizabeth Andrews. Zana Monet Andrews. Amonique Zaya Archie. Greg Anthony Arias. Sierra Farks Armand. Amani Monet Armstrong. Carrie Kayloni Faith Armstrong. Shaman Lorraine Artis. Kalia Alexis Ashley. Keisha Fedora Augustin. Tajane Ashara Augustin. Malaysia Lee Austin Mitzel. Curtis Lawrence Avery. Karen Avila Gutierrez. Rakay Wasim Badaway. Afori Mensa Badu. Leslie Ballin Rios. Brandon Nicholas Baird. Jinwan Bake. Justin Derek Scott Baker. Genesis Balugar. Jeremy Natone Barnett. Michael Zaril Barnett. Andrew Stephen Barton. Casey Alexandria Battle. Toby Robert Battles Jr. Matthew Daniel Bear. Kadist Solomon Bekale. Lawrence Darnell Bell. Giovanni Joel Benitez. Caitlin Annette Benitez. Jordan Gary Julian Bent. Zariah Alexandria Bernard. Haviland Olivia Catherine Bethea. Najee Amare Blake. Elijah Rayon Bohana. Hunter David Borth. Zamir Ari Boyd. Farah Nicole Bridges. Abby Lynn Broder. Lauren Elizabeth Broder. Trinity Faith Broom. Chloe Gabrielle Brown. Demetrius Brown. Michaela Patrice Brown. Cairo Makayan Brunson. Alicia Danye Buckingham. DeMarcus Antonio Birch. Jordan Lucas Burke. Leslie Andrea Bustos Valunza. Amaya Janae Butler. Navanda Jade Butler. Christian Byers. Kanaya Janae Byers. Cameron Tyrell Bird. Nicholas Alexander Kajagas. Emily Alexander Kales. Alistar William Charles Campbell. Emerald Madison Camps. Nicholas Keontae Cannon. Jordan Hakeem Capers. Maria Andrea Carpio Valenzuela. Micaiah Joy Carswell. Denira Carter. Michael Anthony Case. Roberto Castillo III. Helen Jeremy Castillo Sanchez. Elena Graciela Castro. Kenneth Michael Cathcart. Stephen Paulo Savalos. William Malik Chamberlain. Nathaniel Thomas Chambers. Alexis Renee Chapman. Autumn Elizabeth Chapman. Peterson Charles. Kurt Lee Cherry. Kylie Marion Chestnut. Devin Jamal Clark. Brittany Deona Colbert. Tamia Brianna Marie Coles. Sadara Amare Collins. Sierrica Brianna Combs. Jordan Christopher Cook. Lindsay Cooper. Carla Isabel Corrado Cruz. Taze Costa. Frank Ian Kofall. Jaden Covington. Yason Charles Craddock. Simone Janae Grace Cruz. Kenobi Jaquan Christ. Briandana Christiana. Monea Unique Crockett. Emilith Archer Cromer Colburn. Joshua Cruz. Angie Fabiola Cruz. Jacqueline Cruz Blanco. Brenda Cruz Trejo. Jalen Kashawn Cunningham. Jordan Mackenzie Kerbine. Ronnie Earl Curtis. Elijah Javon Dancy. Katarina Elizabeth Daniels. Anthony DeMarcus Davis. Ayana Charles Davis. Briasia Simone Davis. Michaela Tyshell Davis. Trey Anthony Davis. Nautica Marie de la Cruz. Angelise DeChalis. Ebony Desire DePass. Jason Joel Diaz. Donquarius Maximus Dixon. Maylana Faith Dixon. Juan De Jesus Dominguez Cedeno. Nasir Zavion Douglas. Quinn Michael Lamar Dozier. Alana Jamel Dunlap. Saeed Rashad Dupree. Trayshawn Isaiah Durham. Scotland Ray Anthony Ellison. Bryce Dion Irwin. Amani Danielle Etheridge. Ronald K. Yule. John Ellis Hewlett. Francesca Eudelicus Evangelista Garcia. Patrick Santiago Feely. Francisco Frioli Sanchez. Jimmy Flores Gomez. Jacoby Deshawn Flowers. Titus Matthews Ford. Olivia Forston. Kia Monet Foster. Tequila Lashaw Foster. James Michael Frazier. Wilmer Fernando Fuentes. Jasmine Fuentes Diaz. Jacqueline Garcia. Victor Manuel Garcia Hernan. Mario Drake Gardner. Leah Twane Garland. Rayos Geddes. Benjamin Elisha Glenn. Devon Rodney Glenn. Jada Josephine Angel Glenn. Jenna Alani Angel Glenn. Makai Jaden Moses Glover. Cassandra Yunan Gonzalez Delos. Jonathan Ulani Gonzalez Espinoza. Eric Alexi Gonzalez Salvador. Christian Gordon. Kayla Tynese Griffin. Morgan Caitlin Griffin. Kevin Manuel Guerrera Portillo. Jocelyn Guerrera Lujano. Andrea Guevara Molina. Jaleh Alexia Chin Gano. DeAndre Mackay Hagler. Andre Antonio Hall. Danielle Patricia Hamilton. Nadia Khalees Hamilton Rowe. Malachi Harrell. Keontae Malachi Harris. Chris Alexandra Hart. Erica Marie Hassan. Gary Robert Hayes II. Jason Adam Hendricks. Naya Elaine Henry Wilson. Angie Estrella Hernandez. Thomas Hernandez Herrera. Callie Ann Hester. Delaney Alexandra Hill. Zanaya Shante Hill. Roosevelt Hill. John Paul Hill. Javari Charles Hines. Kyla Marche Hines. Emily Shannon Hobbs. Jalen Amaya Hoffler. Mariah Ann Holbrook. Ethan Holliday. Alyssa Simone Hollingsworth. Cole Rockland Hooker. Hannah Olivia Hope Reed. Landon Christopher Hopkins. Zachary John Horning. David Allen Havrud. Ajada Janae Hoyle. Mackenzie Raya Hoyt. Jalen Dwayne Ardrey Hudson. Javion K. Hunt. Divine Fondu Ishari. Raheem Rodriguez Jackson. Cedric Latrone Jacobs Jr. Hawantu Jalami Jola. David Devon James. Emerson Spencer James. Kylie Nicole Javier. Kiara Lee Jean-Baptiste. Jalen Jamel Jeter. Amari Sincere Dake Johnson. Daquan Rashad Johnson. David Horace Johnson. Donovan Jamal Johnson. Janae Simone Johnson. Nadia Simone Johnson. Damian Lorenzo Johnson Cheeseborough. Arshanti Renee Jones. Bethany Aziza Jones. Kaylin Ashante Jones. Gianni Darlene Jones. Zachary James Jordan. Alexander Christopher Jordan Duggar. Brandon Juarez Espinosa. Viane Julian Aviles. Exauci Kiakbo Zola. Lashunda Monique Kimball. Josiah T. Kinzunga. Aaliyah Dream Kirkpatrick. Jason Nasir Michael Knight. Matthew Antonio Knox. Micah Anthony Knox. Lauren Ariel Escantilla Lapat. Savannah Elizabeth Latoni. Zoe Gabrielle Lattimore. Kaya Joella Laurel. Micah Lorenzo. Moriah Leon Lewis. Yasmin Neer Lewis. Jair Scott Ligon. Jordan Joseph Linton. Jihad Jaheem Little. Jariah Labrie Kareem Livingston. Flor de Maria Leonzo Gonzalez. Aiden Brent Locklear. Jonathan Lopez. Maria Lorenzana. Michael Ralph Lozada. Vanessa Bankununa Lusunga. Francis Dolores Lyles. Tayana Naja Mackey. Erica Rose Mahoney. Krishna Jitin Mathia. Ayana Martin. Melanie Michelle Martinez. Randy Martinez. Tiffany Martinez. Douglas Enrique Martinez Orstarga. Adrian Martinez Chavez. Kaya Lachi Matthews. Tristan Leon Maxwell. Lamia Dakia McCall. Miles Jordan McCullum. Akira Yvette McDaniel. Daquan Christopher McDaniel. Miasia McDowell. Rione McGee. Cassidy Simone McGill. Emily Lorraine McGuire. Monteese Jarrell McKay. Amina Candace McKinley. LaShawn Lamar McKinney. Kirsten Kyle McLean. Dallas Deanna McLester. Fareed Amir McNeil. Kenneth Jose Madrano Alvarado. George Luis Maya Jimenez. Cassandra Mendez. Ivory Obed Mendez Gaspar. Evelyn Mendoza Cervantes. Maria Sonia Mendoza Friguerer. Terrell Jamal Michael. Jarique Turnell Miller. Jasmine Lynn Miller. Jamila Ashani Miller. Kennedy Ann Marie Mills. Asia Brianna Mills. Leslie Miranda. Destiny Mitchell. Jakara Kalia Mitchell. Daniel Ethan Moore. Faith Leanne Moore. Jordan Devon Moore. Simone Nicole Moore. Taylor Teresa Moore. Travis Jaden Moore. Sergio Morales. Jesse Martin Morales Carrillo. Terrence Jacoby Morgan. Zamir Jonquel Morrison. Gabriel Elias Moser. Cohen Terrell Moses. Alyssa Taylor Moss. Michaela Ashanti Moss. Douglas Thomas Munjan Jr. Nahomi Musangusasunga. Ruth Musangusasunga. Wilson Lavoni Navarrete. Iona Denise Newman. Ricky Du Nguyen. Sanaa Ari Noel. Estrala Nunez Flores. Dolce Yane Nunez Lopez. Marcus Antoine Nunn. Jonathan Nagano Nyanjo. David Okana. Miles Chandler Ayler. Gabrielle Ruth Oliver. Milan Kinnear Pye. Joseph Antonio Palacios Hare. Lajaya Palmer. Raquela Rochelle Parker. Tashiona Danera Parker. Alista Sarah Parks. Shannon Derice Partlow. Akash Patel. Kendall Yvette Peak. Isabel Nicole Peterson. Deshara Layla Penn. Jonathan Mauricio Perez Fregoso. Diana Celia Farr. Maya Michelle Pfeiffer. Francisca Fabiola Pineda Salmeron. Angel Ernesto Portillo. Frank Portillo. Kennedy Sinclair Price, Vikram Puri, Fiona Lark Ramirez, Isabella Ellen Ramirez, Daniela Alejandra Ramirez Nolasco, Chile Alexia Ramos Duchesne, Freddie Samuel Rhoda, Randy Ray, Aaron Grace Redling, Jordan Lee Redfern, Abdul Raymond, Jabin Joshuan Reed, Javen Jamal Reed, Tanaya Miana Reed, Kimberly Palmira Reyes Bustaman, Madeline Peyton Richardson, Tadarian Kawan Hakik Richardson, Ivana Yorel Roberts, Tristan Jaden Robinson, Cordell Avery Rockmore, Rachel Bethany Rosenthal Ayers, Samaj Lamont Ross, Andre Ivan Ruiz, Nicole Lindy Sadler, Angel Marie Saldana, Tayshawn Josiah Samuel, Hector Sanchez, Asir Sanchez, Kanaya Gabriel Sanchez, Emily Raquel Sanchez Ventura, Lana Nicole Sandante, Ashley Paige Sanders, Tony Rosalind Santana, Deshaun Andre Seals, Zuri Imani Say Ross, Darwin Mauricio Serrano Torres, Naomi Kililba Shimbo, Ariana Jatea Sings, Damon Nathaniel Alexander Smallwood, Carson Carolyn Smith, Christopher Justice Smith, Kayla Gabrielle Smith, Niyama Samaya Smith, Sophia Jafar Smith, Shamaya Sierra Danier Smith, Shelton Lee Smith, Simone Janae Smith, Brando Q. Somerville, Courtney Naomi Spahn, Deyeza Sophel Stevens Rowe, Daquan Ikez Stewart, Shania Simone Stitt, Robert Isaiah Stokely Hoffler, Adaya Maja Suber, Jessica Anastasia Sukamling Lewis, Tucker Reed Toshke, Aaron LaSalle Taylor, Anna Catherine Tichet, Brandon Tony Thomas, Deshaun Elijah Thomas, Sanaya Ray Thomas, Nayana Monet Tooze, Narik Montez Timmons, Michaela Najee Tobin, Roosevelt Dominique Deshaun Tolles, Ayana Justice Townsend, Jordan Aaron Trong, Kanijah Lachey Tucker, Cameron Sine Turner, Karan Najee Turner, Alex James Tuz. Roderick Cornelius Underwood. Zanaya Althea Uzel. Jeremy Chino Vang. Leslie Vasquez Ramos. Maria Fernanda Vences Lopez. Ella Grace Vernil. Kevin Christopher Vilches. Emery Cabal View. Ashanti L. Walker. Jarius Jaleese Walker. Tania Sierra Warren. Devontae Terrell Washington. Devrasia Raheem Washington. Keela Simone Washington. Bella Amelie Olson Wingpopoli. Rayana Nishay West. Danielle Isaiah Wheeler. Shakoya Renee White. Carson Zaid White. Hazel Nicole White. Jacqueline Trinae Weidman. Ava Marie Weisler. Dejanay E. Wilcox. D'Angelo Kennard Wiley. Aaron Kareem Williams. Alexander Philip Lee Williams. Bryce Juwan Williams. Jalea Amantula Williams. Gerard Thomas Williams. Cameron LaShawn Williams. Kayla Ann Williams. Kaya Trevor Williams. Sierra Dawn Williams. Silas Pierre Williams. Tamaja Ladara Williams. Traden Nishawn Williams. Yasmin Ishantia Williams. Jamari Marquise Williford. Braylon Bernard Wood. Ricardo Enrique Wood. Maya Michelle Woods. Cameron Arnez Wright. Somonique Luana Wynn. Joel Julante Yanqui. Evelyn Yang. Ja'Cory Markel Yisrael. Amaya Saray Young Burris. Christian Giovanni Zappoli. Anthony Zavela Orozco. Aaliyah Mercedes Zuniga.
Graduates, please rise. By the authority vested in me as principal of North Mecklenburg High School, and by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education, I pronounce you graduates of North Mecklenburg High School, Class of 2020. You may turn your tassel.